Hello, and welcome to another update video on ADA. So the question is, does ADA still have a chance here, right? I mean, on the daily chart here, we can see that we are still holding below all of these relevant trend lines, and the price also broke out of the price channel to the downside recently, but we are holding you could say our bull market support area here between 32.2 cents and 54.2 cents. I can actually remove the upper section, just try to keep the chart clean. And then we're also holding within Fibonacci support for this 1-2 reversal pattern to the upside, which we defined and identified in October. Yeah. So after the flash crash on the 10th of October, obviously also ADA recovered quite nicely, but never managed to break above any critical trend lines and never managed to break above any significant swing highs. So the chart remains short-term under pressure, but there is a real attempt of the bulls to turn this ship around. I mean, I said before, these support levels or the support area here is quite, yeah, it's rather fragile. Okay, the parameters are not that clear just because of the data quality, which definitely suffered on the 10th of October because different exchanges show slightly different prices. But anyway, as long as we're holding the 47.3 cent level, I'm going to watch for higher prices in the short term, potentially in a third wave rally. So 47.3 cents. The invalidation point is the 10th of October low, but that might differ from exchange to exchange, which is a bit problematic. If the bulls show up here, we could be dealing with a third wave rally. Obviously, for the detailed wave structure, we need to pay attention to the 1 hour chart. And as a first signal that we are turning around here, we want to see a micro 5-wave move up from this week's low. If that all happens, then the price should next break above this first trend line, which is coming in at around 77 cents at the moment, and then the upper trend line is coming in around 90 cents, 91 cents, depending on when we reach it. Let's first see if we can actually find support in this region, then we can worry about the trend lines next. And if everything goes well, we might even still see an ADA price of $1.80 plus in this cycle, which at this point is very speculative. But of course, we are watching here actively for trend reversal signals. Obviously, needless to say, what we've seen here so far is not very impressive yet. We have this 1-2 setup that we've been tracking. We have a 3-wave pullback into our support area. I just want to see a reaction here. There is a reaction, but it's not impulsive, not really a meaningful reaction yet. Okay, so you see, probably we can agree that this is so far just a 3-wave move up. And so I label this bounce from our support. But again, these are the zones where we're watching for reversals. I'm not so focused on the labels here and, oh, could we get another low? Yeah, we could. Likely, as long as we only have a 3-wave move up, right? But we don't need another low. I mean, can always complete a low already. The pullback is deep enough to be considered all of the wave 2. We've nearly reached the bottom of our support area. So, I mean, ideally, this is turning around. And it even reached our blue target area. So it's just a matter of, yeah, can we now get a 5-wave sequence to the upside that gives us confirmation that we've bottomed? So far, this is only a 3-wave move. And even in this C wave, ABC, we might see one more high. So basically, for a first sequence of 5 waves, to get an understanding that we've bottomed, I need to see wave 1, wave 2. I need to see one more high, probably in wave 3, and then another higher low and another higher high. I'll mark that here in blue. That would be our first signal that something has happened. So the chart is changing a bit, and or at least the trend is changing. Not the chart, but the trend is changing, and we're moving from a local downtrend possibly back into a local uptrend. But I would need to see all these 5 waves for that. That should give you the key parameters also for this week. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. There are many other updates and so on, mindset stuff. You can also ask questions. Check it out. I'll leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.